You get a look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from Jacksonville. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
And that play gets nothing, so no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Once again, it's ETN. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. In motion is Hunter. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. 1st-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Pistol here for Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, LA.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll run here, and this is Hassan Haskins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Motion man is Johnston. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Allen in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. On the out, connecting with Allen. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kamani Vidal. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jags offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Results in a fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. On the ground, here's Haskins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Parker Washington is deep for Jacksonville. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this third drive. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tuli Pulotu on the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 25-yard line.
They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
5-yard gain on the
And the
play.
offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Lawrence now. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What's going on, guys? Better than this.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Herbert. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up, tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and
this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Keenan Allen, touchdown LA. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. On the give, it's ETN. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 21 on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
That's good for a Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Dion Henley on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. ETN. Space to run. Inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him 27. And it's 1st and goal.
1st down.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Justin Aboigbe in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From all the way back at the 14 now. 2nd down and goal.
You gotta score right now.
Lawrence. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Catch made right side by Thomas.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. And he's had an early impact on this game. Sensational start, and you know they're going to be looking his way more as this game goes on. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff here with Haskins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection.
A gain of 9 yards.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down.
Liam Cohen has thrown the challenge flag. He wants a second look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just 1 challenge for the remainder of the game. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Short throw taken in by Disley. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Throwing now is Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So after 1, the Chargers out to the early lead. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. Now Herbert again. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
Jaguars take over.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion is Hunter. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where they're
in trouble, and down he goes.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Chargers offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. To throw is Herbert. Throwing right, that's Johnston. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's a big one for the Chargers. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now they'll pitch it out here, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Motion man is Johnston. Here's Herbert. He's got it inside the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
And the Chargers first down. First and goal.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
by Dell. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now a play fake. Herbert adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. In motion is Hunter. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's ETN. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Complete to Parker Washington. Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence. This one hauled in by Thomas. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
That's good.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's swung out to Etienne. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Try and set up the tight end screen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
A couple of 3rd down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many of these crossing concepts, Mike, at every level of football because they're good versus man, they're good versus zone. And the best thing they do is they get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and in a good position for run after catch.
On the carry, it's Haskins. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll go with Haskins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Chargers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They bring the tight end in motion. On play action, it's Herbert. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And 8 at the 14-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Motion man is Johnston. Throwing is Herbert on third down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, here we go. Come on, focus, boys, focus. It's all about teamwork. It's gonna be a good game, boys. Do this now. Let's get the pressure. Come on.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. No chance at all. He'll go down.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Defense can't stop you.
second down, Lawrence. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
6-yard loss.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Here's the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On play action now, Herbert. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Chargers. And a fair catch is taken and is just inside the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN.
Lawrence's pass.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On first down, Lawrence. This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play like a team.
First and 10. Now here's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Do it, baby! Come on! Come on, Chingones!
Second down and 3. Back to throw. Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Halftime coming up. Let's go downstate. And Scott Hansen has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Davis now to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. Here comes Vidal. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
35-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll run with Haskins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, Now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Now a 3rd and 2. On play action, now Herbert, and that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Jags offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They go play action for Lawrence. He'll go right and find his running back. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete. And now flags fly as a gain of about 4 could be negated. Easy for a lineman to get too far down the field with that wide receiver screen, so that time they caught it and the flag came out. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Lawrence's pass complete to Travis Etienne. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's swung out to Etienne. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 15 on that game. First down, Jacksonville.
And the Jaguars.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
A give for Etienne, heading right. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Dayon Henley there on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away
Jaguars.
as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the give, Haskins. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 40.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 3rd and 2. On the ground, here's Haskins. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's a loss of
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
Elijah Molden on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Lawrence. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Eric Armstead in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
27, Jaguars 3.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Thomas Jr. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion is Hunter. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That'll be caught. It's Hunter. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now he'll air one out. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Lawrence gives this one to ETN, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Lawrence out to Hunter. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw is Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught side of the end zone. Johnny Munt, touchdown Jacksonville. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2.
The Jaguars.
They'll try to pick it up with Etienne. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18.
Cam Little.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Handoff here with Haskins. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Shotgun now for Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. First down, L.A.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Herbert. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run the sneak, and he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
A gain of 1 yard.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 41. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Aluakin on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 5. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
A loss of a yard.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. To throw. Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit.
Chargers 30, Jaguars 16.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. On the carry, it's Haskins. Not much there, maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Throwing, Herbert. He connects with Disley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now, Herbert. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. 18 yards on the connection. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Disley is the man in motion. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th-quarter lead. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. tight end going in motion here. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He will find Thomas.
Lawrence's pass complete to Brian Thomas Jr. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 4. Throwing is Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 yards.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for ETN. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
To Travis Etienne. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now ETN. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. Now here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you could nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and veteran Keenan Allen set for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. No play fake. Herbert looking middle, and he finds Disley. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And the Chargers,
they get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Disley is the man in motion. Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to be 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence, short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
4th out left. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets this up to the 28-yard line.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's ETN. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Escaping to his left. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8.
That's a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Putting the tight end in motion. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Forced to his right. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 2nd
when you
and
can bring
16.
cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
In a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was tackled
And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
2nd down, Lawrence. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.